We are here with Mrs. Lori Mercado today, and she is actually an abortion survivor. So, Mrs. Mercado, could you please share with us your story?
Sure, I'd be happy to, Jake. Well, many years ago, there was really no such thing as an abortion, thank God. Because I guess what people don't realize is that when you have an abortion, you're not just destroying one life, you're destroying generations to come. I myself have 7 children, 4 boys and 3 girls, and they would not be here if abortion was legal so many years ago. It all started back. A couple from Brooklyn could not have a baby, and they tried so many years and nothing worked. They heard about an orphanage in Canada where the children were readily available. So they made the trip out to Canada hoping to adopt a little boy, since my dad's side of the family only had girls and they needed someone to carry on the family name. So it was a little boy that they had decided on. They were approved, and to make a very long story short, they went to Canada to greet their little hope to be adopted son. And while they were in the waiting room, they heard a child crying in the corner. And this little person would not give up, just cried and cried. And the woman, having a very, very soft heart, did not want to hear the baby crying anymore. So she asked one of the sisters there if she might go over and pick the baby up. And she did. The little girl was 6 months old, but the woman noticed that when she picked her up, the child had no muscle control. She was very, very weak, and her head was that of an infant, just kind of flopping back and forth. But the most amazing thing happened, and that is when the woman picked the child up and held her close. The child immediately stopped crying. Now the woman noticed that the baby had a soiled diaper and asked the sister if she might be able to change her. So I guess things were a little bit more lax in those times, and the sister said okay. So the woman did. She went ahead and changed the child, and the child just kept smiling at her. So she asked if she might carry the child across the room to her husband that was waiting, and they were so anxious to meet their respective son. But there was something about this little child that just kind of gripped the woman's heart. So when the baby went near the gentleman, the baby actually grabbed the gentleman's finger and wouldn't let go. So you see, God's providence is evident in the lives of everyone, even when we're not. And so the little child held on to the gentleman's hand and smiled. So the lady looked at the gentleman and said, "Tom, what do you think?" So the gentleman said, "I don't know. This little one just seems not to want to let go of me." So she went back across the room and laid the baby down in the crib. And once again, the baby just started wailing. So the woman went back and picked up the child and came back. The baby stopped. So she just kind of won their heart over, and they decided right then and there that this was the child that God wanted for them. And so the sisters came back and they explained that they were going to put in to adopt this little baby. And if you haven't guessed it by now, that was me. And it was just amazing, because see, God watches out for the little ones. He watches out so carefully. And the Bible tells us that his eyes are forever scanning across to see who he might save. And he chose me. And my life has been one constant miracle after another since that time. I came to know him back in 1980, and I've been serving him since then in various ministries, that which being basically music. And and it's a funny thing that I was asked to do this interview today on April 25th, because on April 25th, it was my mom's birthday. And had my mom still been alive, today would have been her 101st birthday. So I just do the right thing, protect the unborn child, hold them close to your heart. They are so very, very special. And even if people may feel that, it would be easier to just eliminate the life rather than have to support it, don't ever feel that way. God will always make a way. He will always provide. He promised us that. And he has been providing for me and all my 7 children, and my husband and my grandchildren. So there's quite a lot of us that that couple saved back in that day. So thank you very much.
Wow, thank you. That's a great story.
Thank you.
And why do you give to this ministry?
Because, you know, every life is so precious. And I do not believe that anyone who chooses to abort a child is ever really free of that child. God didn't make women that way. God gave us a heart to love and to nurture and to give the best that we can. And Crisis Pregnancy Center has always been dear to my heart, because if we could just save one baby, one child, one heart that the Lord reached down and started tapping one day, that heart should continue, and the mom's heart should continue. And I will always, always have the Crisis Pregnancy Center close to my heart for that very reason. So everybody, just give and share and support them and hold the children close to your heart and pray dearly for them. And that's really what we can ask.
Wow, thank you, Mrs. Mercado.
You're very welcome. Thank you.